Sergeant Griffith, like Andy Griffith. Griffith. And he's not here.
Thank you. We're live, by the way. What's on this? Oh, don't mess it. Well, now you jinxed me. It's a paper towel.
Do you need it?
No, I used to because I kept stepping on this back here. It's wet.
Sorry, I gotta throw my gun out.
pronunciation.
You get nervous about
It's a
what?
lot of names.
Oh gosh.
Just, I think all the people with the hard pronounced names
Who has
did
hard
not.
pronouncing? Nobody.
Chief Ludwigston. Yeah. He's not here.
Okay, good. He's not here yet?
He's not coming.
Not yes. Okay.
So I say song.
This next up in.
I haven't seen one. Do you get like an official thing?
Yeah, they're all accounted for.
Like I've seen it and I knew it, but I've never seen a person with it.
Yeah, my brother passed away from leukemia. He wasn't even in his first year of army before.
I'm sorry you have it, but I think it's really awesome to actually.
I had it for years before they.
So just read this whole thing. I'll cue you for this one right here. That one gets cued, then I'll cue you for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. The celebration will begin momentarily. At this time, please ensure all electronic devices are silenced. During today's ceremony, there will be times where you will be asked to stand. During the playing of ruffles and flourishes, military members in uniform will face the presiding official and render a salute. During the national anthem, military members in uniform will render a salute. Civilian guests and military members not in uniform should place their right hand over their heart. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, all guests are invited for a photo opportunity in front of the Air Force Recruiting Service Bell and a post-reception in the basement of our facility in the enlisted conference room. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Master Sergeant Amanda Graciano, and I am honored to be your narrator for today's celebration. Today, the men and women of the Air Force Recruiting Service will observe and celebrate the ringing of the bell. The tradition marks the milestone of achieving mission accomplishment for the fiscal year and is shared by all in our total force recruiting enterprise. The start time of today's ceremony represents the 27,200 airmen and guardians who became a vital part of our total force. The host for today's celebration is the Commander, Air Force Recruiting Service, Brigadier General Chris Amrine. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the playing of ruffles and flourishes, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation given by Chaplain Croft.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. I invite you to join me for a word of prayer. Good morning, Lord. We're here today. We're fired up and ready to go to celebrate our air and space forces of meeting our goal. But the goal isn't just a number. It's America's finest with dreams in their eyes, joining our ranks to fly, to fight, to serve, to defend the skies. Through long days and nights, Lord, our recruiters had a vision to share, of honor, of duty, and the lives that we've spared. Fueled by caffeine, some coffee, maybe some snacks, the recruiters turned many no thank yous into where do I sign? Let me pack my bags. Our Air Force recruiters gave the call, and a purpose it's clear. To our newest air and space warriors who pledged to conquer their fears, they matched their skills and their talents, their hopes and dreams, to roles in AFSC's active guard reserve that need them now to strengthen each team. From pilot soaring to engineer designs to cyber warriors guarding digital lines, the questions, the doubts, the hesitant minds, our recruiters listened patiently until they could find new recruits joining a tradition of honor as it unfolds, part of a new proud heritage and legacies of valor from old. So God, we give you thanks today for an amazing and successful year, and we look forward to celebrating with our friends over a glass of our favorite beverage of choice responsibly. Bless General Amrine, Chief Arbona, guide them with your grace as they continue to inspire and lead all of our recruiters to bring in our newest airmen and guardians in every place. And bless our recruiters and teammates both near and far. And help us meet next year's goal, Lord, because this year we truly raised the bar. And it's all these things we say thank you. Amen.
Thank you, Techno Sergeant Griffith, for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem, and Chaplain Croft for the invocation. Before we begin today's celebration, there is only one way to start an Air Force Recruiting Service event. Chief Master Sergeant Rawls, would you lead us in the Air Force Recruiting Service Spark Plug chant? Thank you, Chief Rawls. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. I would like to welcome our honored guests who are here with us today. The host for today's ceremony, Commander, Air Force Recruiting Service, Brigadier General Chris Amrine. The Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Air Force for Force Management, Miss Allison DeVito. Deputy Commander, Air Education and Training Command, Major General Clark Quinn. Command Chief, Air Education and Training Command, Chief Master Sergeant Chad Bickley and his wife, Nikki. Deputy Commander, Air Force Recruiting Service, Brigadier General Craig McPike. Deputy Commander, Air Force Recruiting Service, Colonel Lane Trosper. Command Chief, Air Force Recruiting Service, Chief Master Sergeant Rebecca Arbona. Executive Director, Air Force Recruiting Service, Mr. Mike Romero. Commander, Air Force Personnel Center, Major General Jefferson O'Donnell. Executive Director, Air Force Personnel Center, Ms. Kim Toney. Air National Guard Assistant to the Commander, Air Force Recruiting Service, Brigadier General Stephanie Seminis. Commander, 502nd Air Base Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Texas, Brigadier General Randy Oakland. Command Chief, 502nd Air Base Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Gilda Alexander. Chief, Air National Guard Recruiting and Retention Division, Colonel Dan Curtin. Joining us virtually, Chief of Air National Guard Manpower and Personnel, Brigadier General Charles Nichols. We would also like to welcome our mission partners from the Air Force Recruiting Service Alumni Association. President, Chief Master Sergeant, United States Air Force Retired, Mr. Matt Mako. Former Advisor to the Commander, Air Force Recruiting Service, Mr. Bob Cantu. Although time does not allow us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, we would like to welcome all division chiefs, group commanders, squadron commanders, senior enlisted leaders, and total force partners who are in attendance both physically and virtually. Thank you for attending. Most importantly, we would like to extend a warm welcome to all Air Force Recruiting Service family, members who are in attendance both physically and virtually. You are one of the most critical mission partners we have, and we are sincerely grateful for your dedication and support to the men and women of Air Force Recruiting Service. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Brigadier General Chris Amrine.
Wow. What a great day for America, our Air Force, and our Space Force. I am so excited that you all are here with us to celebrate today. I would like to welcome Ms. DeVito, Major General Quinn, Chief Bickley and Nikki, Major General O'Donnell and your AFPC leadership team. Welcome to General Nichols virtually and Brigadier General Seminis from the NGB. General Oakland and your 502nd team, as well as the AFRS alumni leadership mentioned earlier. We are thrilled that you could join us for this special ceremony today. This event would not have been possible if it weren't for all of the hard work our on-the-bag recruiters in the RegAF, Air National Guard, and Air Force Reserve, as well as the support teams at the squadrons, groups, and headquarters, as well as the support network of family and friends who cheered us on and support us every day as we work this important mission of bringing in the next generation of Total Force Airmen and Guardians. Combat readiness begins here. I am going to tell you, this time last year was a bleak time. It was the first time since 1999 that the Air Force did not ring the bell. But today, to celebrate a successful fiscal 2024, we are ringing the bell for the total force. It wasn't easy to get to this point. We had many supporting us, so I'd be remiss if I did not mention them. Today is about thanks. I'd like to thank the Chief of Staff of the United States Air Force, General Alvin, as well as Honorable Wagner and the SAF MR team. When General Alvin was the Vice Chief, he spearheaded a team of experts, including General Miller at Half A1, who looked at barriers to service. The team took on the task of eliminating barriers and increasing incentives, all while maintaining the target of bringing in a quality force. Through these initiatives, nearly 8,000 total force airmen and guardians were brought in under new, changed, or eliminated policies, as well as other incentives. Those were additional tools for our recruiters to find the talent that we needed to join our total force. It was a true partnership. There was no one silver bullet, but rather a combination of levers that were pulled in unison. I'd like to mention the support of our commander, General Robinson, and headquarters AETC, with ensuring recruiting had the additional resources to help us attain our increased goal in 2025 and posture us, or 2024, and posture us for 2025. 2025 is going to be a challenge, as we have been directed to attain 32,500 RegAF airmen and almost 20% higher from our previous goal in 2024. Air Force Reserve will go up from 7,200 to 7,600, and the Air National Guard will increase their requirements by 13%, while the Space Force requirements will increase by 30%. I do want to congratulate Air University for their work on establishing the Warrant Officer Training School in partnership with Half A1, Half A26, SAF-CN, and AFPC. We are excited to see the first cohort of warrants enter the Air Force, and I'd also like to mention Total Force Marketing. The work of the team to develop a branded house strategy for the active duty Air Force, the Air National Guard, and the Air Force Reserve is showing real success in numbers and return on investment for the force, the Air Force, as well as the Space Force. I'd like to acknowledge the support of our JBSA partners at the 502nd. It's not easy managing or leading a team this large, and they do it very well every single day. We started formal partnerships like with the Air Force Association and Civil Air Patrol, as well as even the Air Force Cycle Team, all designed to better connect with America to our Air Force and Space Force missions. They are natural advocates and partners for our mission, and through conversations and community engagements, continue to sow the seeds of service in our communities around the country. Last but not least, I would like to thank the Air Force Recruiting Service Alumni Association. Their dedication to our mission is what keeps the heartbeat of AFRS going strong. Their support was felt and appreciated during our most challenging days in 2023, and were just as strong in 2024. Today is about celebrating and giving thanks to all that supported DAF recruiting, whether that be directly or indirectly. The transforming and expanding Total Force recruiting network is paying off. Thank you for your support and dedication throughout 2024. This was a total team effort, and all of those involved made an impact to make this possible. Aim high, airmen, and Semper Supra, Guardians. God bless you, and let's ring this bell.
Thank you, General Ermine. Ladies and gentlemen, General Ermine will now invite Technical Sergeant Luis Torres Ortiz from the 341st Recruiting Squadron to come forward and ring the bell, marking the accomplishment of mission for fiscal year 2024. Technical Sergeant Torres Ortiz will be joined by General Ermine and Chief Arbona. We would also like to invite Mr. Mako and Mr. Cantu from the Air Force Recruiting Alumni Association to join us as well. This accomplishment is shared by all in Total Force Air Force Recruiting Service. We invite all groups and squadrons attending virtually to ring their bell as well. Thank you, General Amrine, Chief Arbona, Technical Sergeant Torres Ortiz, and distinguished recruiting alumni members. You may be seated. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, we invite our distinguished visitors, Headquarters Air Force Recruiting Service staff and family members to ring the bell and have a photo opportunity to celebrate this remarkable occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the singing of the United States Air Force song, the United States Space Force song. At the conclusion, all guests are invited for a reception in the enlisted conference room located in the basement of our facility.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. At 'em now, give 'em the guns, give 'em the guns. Down we dive, spouting our flames from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame, but go down in flames. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force.
This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for attending.